good. Therefore, I must ask for confirmation. Who is to stand as the defense for the accused in today's trial?
Huh, here it is! The opening question! In other words, who will be defending me in this trial? The one who will be defending the accused is... me! Ryunosuke Naruhodo!
Be aware that this witness was only here to provide a summary of the incident. But if you insist on prolonging this trial, then the prosecution will gladly summon a decisive witness to the stand.
The defense will continue to fight for the innocent verdict until the very end. The prosecution needs to stop stalling for time and just move on with the trial. Go ahead, call this so-called decisive witness to the stand.
The prosecution will now call two witnesses to the stand.
Now, bailiff, bring in the prosecutor's witnesses.
Witnesses, state your names and occupation to the court.
Yes, sir! I am a proud soldier of the Empire, Sergeant Taizou Uzukumaru, sir!
This one is but a humble peddler of time, an antiquary, one who brings to the imperial capital the cures for bygone. It's owner of the Hollow Discard Emporium on the Oak Course, capital's second block. Sanmon Sonohigurashi is my name.
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an odd combination.
These two were also in the restaurant on the day of the incident, Your Honor.
So this is the third group of customers the waiter was referring to earlier?
This one spends a brief time each afternoon enjoying the aromatic coffee at Laquanto's. Oftentimes, this one also converses with connoisseurs interested in my treasures.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
The old man owns an antique shop and appears to be regular at Laquanto's. He tries to sell his antiques to any customers who look like they would be interested. Many affluent socialites dine at the high-class Western establishment, after all.
Oh, I see. But if I'm being honest, that soldier over there doesn't seem affluent enough to be buying much of anything.
So, the two of you witnessed the very moment this heinous crime unfolded. Is that correct?
Sir, yes, sir! Oh, the insolence of such an atrocity! No detail evade the soldiers. Indeed, without a doubt, that Juven-clad sombre fired the lethal round.
Nope, I don't understand this guy either. But putting that aside, I think I heard a strange sound just now.
I see. These two are the so-called decisive witnesses. That soldier said he witnessed the very moment you shot the victim.
Huh?
So, are you having fun yet?
Honestly, I'm not.
Now, let us hear your testimony. Tell the court the truth of what you witnessed during the incident.
As you wish, Sergeant Taizou Uzukumaru, reporting for duty.
Alas, this one does not wish to record the deplorable events of that afternoon.
I was at the restaurant chatting with the old man as I ate my beefsteak.
This one was boasting of a beautiful treasure enveloped in golden gleam.
The flash of a gunshot, that moment was burned into my eyes. That black-clad student shot the brisk man, a sudden cowardly shot from behind.
Meanwhile, this one crawled to the floor in search of a treasure gone missing.
That means, Sergeant, you must have witnessed the crime in its entirety. Everything from when the accused took the pistol to when...
Indeed, the despicable culprit was that delinquent student over...
Imagine the wretched boy who would shoot an Englishman as such a sensitive youngster.
Well, wait, that's not true. I didn't shoot anyone.
You sure about that, Naruhodo?
All I did was pick up the pistol from the floor. After introducing myself to Dr. Watson, I went back to the table to finish my coffee. Then, I decided to go home. I saw a British maid pissed on the ground next to where the doctor was sitting. I thought that he might have accidentally dropped it, so I picked it up. But just as I was about to hand it to him,
If that's really what happened, then the true culprit is still at large. And a clue to their identity rests within this testimony.
really?
Quickly, Naruhodo, assert your right to conduct a cross-examination.
Cross-examination?
There's no time to waste.
Now then, as you just heard, Your Honor, this testimony has conclusively proven the accused's guilt. The time has come to pass judgment on this despicable university student.
Indeed, there is no longer any room for doubt. Well then, the court hereby...
Sir!
What? What was that? And what is that unbearable awkward
I-
silence?
No, the defense demands to conduct a cross-examination thing!
Oh dear. What are you, a puppet? Are these your words or those of the man next to you?
He's got me.
The prosecution objects. This is clearly a ploy to waste time. One cannot expect such an inexperienced attorney to conduct a cross-examination.
Objection. Regardless, the defense has every right to make such a demand. His experience or lack thereof matters not.
Asogi, that was amazing!
Very well. I hereby grant the defense's request to conduct a cross-examination.
Excellent. Now, the real battle begins.
But I have no idea what to do in this cross-examination.
It's simple. Expose the lies in their testimony.
Huh?
You didn't fire that pistol, therefore, someone must be lying.
That makes sense.
The key to the truth rests within the evidence.
The evidence. Sir!
What was in the world was that? This photograph came flying out of nowhere.
It's a contradiction. Yeah. This must be one of those contradiction things.
Oh, brother, are you in your right mind? What's, pray tell, is so contradictory about this photograph?
You know, it's... I know what I have to say, but I can't seem to find the words.
Oh, brother. Let us end this charade, Your Honor. Our Supreme Court has no room for amateur attorneys like you.
What a pain.
Hold your horses. You can't be serious. Do you really need an explanation for something like this? This is the Supreme Court, for goodness sake.
Asogi!
What did you say?
Maybe if you just shut up and take a look at the photograph, you'd notice too. The sergeant's testimony contradicts the evidence.
Huh?
Sergeant Uzukumaru,
Well, what is it?
during your testimony earlier, you said the following. That black-clad student shot the British man, a sudden cowardly shot from behind.
That's right. I swear by my own 2 eyes I witnessed the very act.
Sir, but that doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean?
But because, you know. Hey, Asogi, a little help, please.
Sure. Take another good look at this photograph. The victim, Dr. Watson, died after being shot in the chest. Sergeant, according to your testimony, the victim was shot from behind. However, the fact remains that he was shot from the front. Explain yourself. I'm waiting.
What the hell was that? Something tried to pop out of his knapsack, but he pushed it back down. Was it a child?
Indeed. This is an obvious contradiction. Care to explain, Sergeant Uzukumaru?
Yes, it's all coming back to me now. When the gunshot rang out, my eyes were actually fixed on La Quanto's signature beefsteak.
Surely you jest.
Sergeant's testimony just now has made one thing abundantly clear. This witness, Taizou Uzukumaru, soldier of the Empire, did not see the moment in which the defendant supposedly fired the pistol.
Ugh! This is absurd!
Come on, surely you understand. Our Supreme Court has no room for amateur prosecutors like you.
No! No!
He flipped the mood of the courtroom with just a few words. So this is the power of a defense attorney.
But I really did see it. That cowardly student pointed the pistol right at the victim's defenseless back.
Sir, even if I did, I didn't fire it. All I did was pick it up off the floor.
Old man, perhaps you witnessed something that could shed some light on this?
My previous statement still stands. I crept under the table and heard a sharp gunshot shortly thereafter.
Crept under the table? What were you doing down there?
Searching for a lost item.
What did you lose?
A Coben! A precious coin from the hallway area! When this one departed for La Quantos, that invaluable item from my hold of discard was tucked away in my pocket.
You brought it all along in hopes of selling it to the highest bidder, correct?
That day, this one presented the Coben to the carnivorous soldier. He was my last hope, as no other patrons were willing to make a purchase. Thereupon, it vanished as soon as this one lost focus!
Then Coben vanished.
Believing it to have fallen someplace, this one scoured the floor. That's when...
A gunshot echoed through the restaurant, right?
Indeed! Nevertheless, this one resumed the search for that relic of the hallway area. Then every fiber of my being was in a frenzy.
By the way, did you ever find that Koban?
Alas, this one did not.
Interesting.
On that day, this one carelessly misplaced that fine Hoey Coben.
Or perhaps it was stolen by some unscrupulous individual.
As you are all aware, time is of the essence in today's proceedings. Our government must report back to the British Empire by this afternoon.
But the latest testimony is far from conclusive. No matter how far our government is willing to bow down to the Brits. I cannot allow your honor to pass a verdict just yet.
What say you, Prosecutor Auchi?
Rest assured, Your Honor. These witnesses still have more to testify about.
Could you elaborate?
Oh, trust me, it will all become clear with the next testimony, Your Honor. Let's just say that there is only one person who could be the murderer. And it is none other than that accursed student, Ryunosuke Naruhodo!
What?
Looks like you're incurred his wrath.
Very well. The court shall ask both witnesses to retake the stand. This time, you must establish a firm basis for the defendant's guilt. Understood?
The swan vows to make every word count.
Affirmative! Sergeant Taizou Uzukumaru reporting for duty once again!
Sir, there's someone peeking out from behind you.
Everyone, meet Uzukumaru's family, last hope, Kukukumari.
Guess he couldn't afford a babysitter.
Take a good look, my dear son. Father is about to thwart evil right this instant. Watch closely. Even if I didn't see the exact moment the bullet fired, it doesn't change it.
The swan remembers it well. The boy in black indeed took aim at the British gentleman.
What? There's more? No more customers in the restaurant besides us.
Indeed, the British gentleman had been quietly enduring his food in solitude.
I repeat, no one could have shot him but that wicked boy. End of report.
That was quite the decisive testimony.
Sir! Wait! That's impossible! Dr. Watson wasn't alone at the time!
And restrain yourself, defendant!
I'm telling you, there was a young woman sitting there with him! There's absolutely no way you two could have missed her!
Objection! If you dare call yourself an attorney, then speak in accordance with the law. This is no place to be spewing nonsense. Make no mistake, the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The proof is in this photograph.
This is a photograph of the crime scene, I presume.
Yes, Your Honor. This shot of the victim's table was captured by the investigators. As you can see, there is only a single serving of food on the table.
True, as far as this photograph is concerned. The victim had no company. It's the only natural conclusion.
How could this be?
I hereby order that the photograph be submitted to the court as evidence.
No. What in the world is going on? How could they not have seen her?
The waiter corroborated their testimony earlier. He too claimed that Dr. Watson arrived at the restaurant by himself.
Well, they're all wrong! I saw her. I swear I did.
It seems that our telegram to the British Empire can be delivered on schedule. After all, there was no contradiction to any of the latest testimony.
As our treaty with Britain is still in its infancy, these are delicate times. I'm honored to have played a role in advancing friendly relations between our two empires.
This is really happening? Is the trial really going to end just like that?
Chin up, Naruhodo. It's not over yet.
Huh?
If what you say is true, then there's more to this case than meets the eye. So, what are you waiting for? Time for another cross-examination.
Asogi.
The defense may now cross-examine the witnesses, but be quick about it.
Know this, these courtroom procedures are merely delaying the inevitable.